Alright guys, today I'm here with something that I hear a lot about, and I'm going to try and help you out with it and try to ease some of the concerns that everyone has when it comes to your personal privacy in the eyes of Microsoft. Just to talk a little bit about it first, with Windows 10 and previous versions, but this one is strictly for Windows 10, there is some security settings that are, by default, they are on already. And there's even some that there's no way to turn them off unless you go in and do registry hacks. So, this guide is going to show you what you should do if you want to keep your personal data private as much as possible from Microsoft. The screen that I'm on right now, I'm doing this on a virtual machine, but the screen I'm on right now is during the installation of Windows 10, and it says get going fast, change these settings at any time, select use express settings. So it's telling you to select use express settings, but that is the worst thing to do. What we're going to do is we're going to come right down here, customize settings. So you click on that and you can see all of this stuff that's on. Personalize your speech, typing, and inking input by sending contacts and calendar details to Microsoft. No. Send typing and inking data to Microsoft. No. Let apps use your advertising ID for experiences across apps. No. Let Skype help you connect with friends in your address book and verify your mobile number. No, they're not having access to any mobile number. Turn on Find My Device and let Windows and apps request your location. No, they're not going to know where I am. It's page 1. Let's go to the next one. Connectivity and error reporting. Automatically connect to suggested open hotspots. No. Automatically connect to networks shared by your contacts. No. Automatically connect to hotspots temporarily to see if paid Wi-Fi services are available. No. If you're on a laptop and you do a lot that requires being connected to hotspots, then you might want a couple of these on. But this is a desktop that I have sitting on my desk. What am I going to do with all this? And send full error and diagnostic information to Microsoft. So what this is saying is that anytime that your system has an error, it's going to send every detail about your system to Microsoft. No, not happening. Browser protection and update. Use Smart Screen online services to help protect against malicious content and downloads. No. That's their way of tracking what site you're visiting. Not happening. Use page prediction to improve reading, speed up browsing. No. Again, that's their way. See, it says right here, your browsing data will be sent to Microsoft. That means they're going to see every single page you visit. No. Get updates from and send updates to other PCs on the internet to speed up app and Windows update downloads. So what this is saying, it's a peer-to-peer Windows update. So let's say you're downloading an update. There's a chance that you could be downloading the update not only from the Microsoft servers, but also from some other user that has Windows 10. And the same goes, they could be downloading an update from you. So what this is doing is it's constantly using bandwidth. Never stop using bandwidth because you're always uploading to somebody that's downloading and vice versa. No, we're not going to do that. And then we go into just a moment, and this is a lie, it's never just a moment, so I will cut here and be back. Alright, here we are. And this is their next part. Sign in now. Real big words that says sign in. Want you to sign in. No account? Create one. Again, this is a way for them to start tracking who you are and what you're doing. In itty bitty little words down here, they have skip this step. You don't have to sign in. If you skip this step, then it comes to this and it lets you just create a local account. So that's what I'm going to do. Username, I'm just going to put in John. My name's John. I'm going to put in John. I'm not going to put in a password because, like I said, this is a virtual machine. Doesn't really matter. You can put in a password if you want. I'm not going to. I'm going to hit next. There we go. Just a moment again. Hi. So there's a lot of things that Microsoft has implemented into Windows 10, and it's just to steal your information. That's all it's for. There's no other purpose for it but to steal your information. I just noticed. I'm going to do this live, unprofessional, but yeah, oh well. I just noticed that this is off a little bit. There we go. Fixed. Okay, lots of great features to get excited about. Sure, why not? But yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot that they do that it's implemented for them to steal your data. But they don't tell you this. They hide these settings. They put them on by default. And in some circumstances, even if you turn them off, which we'll be getting into this in a minute, even if you turn these features off, then they can get reverted during an update and get turned back on, which is so wrong for Microsoft to do. They should not be messing with your settings on your computer at all, no matter what is in the update. It should all keep your settings, but it doesn't. So this is another thing that's taken a while. I'll be back. Alright, and now that we're in, what we're going to do is we're going to click here and start typing privacy settings. There we go. That's what we want to go to. We're going to see we turned a lot of stuff off during the beginning, but let's see what else is here. Go back. Okay, let websites provide locally relevant content by accessing my languages list. They don't need to. Location. I turned location stuff off. Let's see if it's on. And it is all off. Camera. I wasn't asked anything about camera. I don't want any apps to use my camera. That doesn't count for apps that you install. It's for what's already on there. Same thing with microphone. I don't want any of it to use it. I'm not going to do the speak and inking and typing, so I don't need that. Let apps access my name, picture, and other account info. Nope. I thought that was one thing that was in the startup, but I don't know. See, contacts. No, I don't want the calendar or mail to have contacts. No calendar. No call history. No email. See, this is all the stuff that they turn on by default when they shouldn't. Read or send SMS? No. No radios. Don't need any radios on. I don't have Bluetooth on here, so don't need it. Other devices. I don't want to sync with other devices. Okay, and here we go. Feedback frequency. Windows should ask for my frequency. Never. It should ask for my feedback. I'm sorry, I had frequency in my head. Never. Don't want to send it. Don't want to send it. And it's not them asking you. That's just asking your system for information. Diagnostic and usage data. Send your device data to Microsoft. But if you see on here, you can't even turn that off. There's no option. But we're going to turn it to basic. That's as low as you can go. That's where we're going to leave it. Now let's go into background apps. All of this stuff runs in the background. and we don't want it to. Now, if you plan on using the calendar, of course, don't turn it off. If you plan on using the Xbox app constantly, of course, don't turn it off. But me, I turn it all off. I don't use any of this. I turn it all off. Okay. So now that all of that is done, there's still some hidden settings. And one way that you can battle these hidden settings is to go into the registry and change the settings and run the risk of messing something up with that. Or there's some companies that have made some pretty good programs that helps out. And the best one out there, I'm just going to go ahead and use Edge. I can't stand Edge, but I'm going to use it because I just installed. But Spybot. Spybot has made a program called Anti-Beacon. So let's go there. It is Safer Networking. I'm trying to work around my mic right now. SaferNetworking.org/Spybot Anti-Beacon. I think that's it. Let's see. It's really hard to type. Yes, here we go. Spybot Anti-Beacon. So what we're going to do, and there have been issues with doing a portable version and it not being the most up-to-date. So we're going to go ahead and do the installer that just installs it onto your system so that it runs constantly. And that's what you want. So 15035, that is the newest version. So we're going to go ahead and download this. And it's done. So we're just going to run it. And here we go. We're going to hit yes. And in the meantime, I'm going to close this. Close off. There we go. This program, most of the programs that you find that would do something like this, they come bundled with malware. It might change these settings, but they're also going to put malware and adware and spyware into your computer. This one is guaranteed not to. It's by Spybot. Spybot is a very reputable company, and it's not going to mess up anything. Refresh, and this is what you want. Make sure this has a check mark. Refresh immunization after each system restart. So this goes back to what I was saying, where if you get an update, you download an update, install it, and it reverts these settings, well, once your computer restarts, it will reset these settings to how you want them. Let's go ahead and install it. It shouldn't take long. There we go. And let's go ahead and run it. And this is it. You see all of this stuff right here says no blocks yet. None of this is blocked. Even the Windows update where we set it to off, it's still no blocks. The host file, the telemetry host, this is just going to put a lot of things into your host file that's going to block Microsoft being able to access your computer. And then over here, you see there is some stuff from what we've done already that is there, but not everything. So, for protection, you just hit immunize, and it's all blocked. And if we go into the host file, I will show you. To get there, if you don't know, you will go to this PC, the C drive, Windows, and watch me mess up doing this since I'm on camera or on mic. System32, drivers, etc, and hosts. If you open the host file in Notepad, then here we go. It shows an example up here. Start of entries inserted by Spybot Search and Destroy. So it has all of these links in here, and everything's Microsoft pretty much. And what this is doing is, if your system tries to access any of these pages, it will be routed to nowhere. So it'll just not connect at all. Okay, so now that we have this done, full protection in place, 100% protection. Let's go over to optional. Web search group policy. I want it. Cortana group policy. I don't like Cortana. Let's do that. OneDrive. If you use OneDrive, don't apply this. I don't use OneDrive. I want it all blocked. Same thing with this. OneDrive group policy. If you use OneDrive, don't do this. I'm doing it. Bing. I can't stand Bing. To me, Bing is terrible. I use Google. I swear by Google. I don't want Bing. Don't access my computer, Bing. Telemetry host, extensive list. I think this is just going to add more to the host file. So let's do that. And then Office. And again, if you use Office, don't do this. I don't use Office. So there you go. Now it's just log frequently asked questions. So now what this is going to do, since I set it to refresh it, so if any of these settings, and let's actually check to see if I have an update going. Let's see, check for updates. It's not updating yet. But if there's an update that downloads, which it's because this is the brand new version that I just got. But if there's an update that reverts the settings, this will automatically change it all back to exactly how it is now. Okay, so now there is a couple more things that I'm going to show you, and this is going to be a big warning. Warning, warning, warning. Be careful. This is something that I have not had any problems with, but there's a chance that you can have a problem with it. So here we go. I have my notes up because it's to make sure I spell this stuff right. So let me just get to my part of my notes. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the command prompt, and we need to do it as an administrator, elevated. You can either right click on it and run it as an administrator, or you can press Control Shift, oops, knock stuff over on my desk, Control Shift and Enter. That should have worked. Let's try this again. CMD, Control Shift Enter. There we go. Now we get the UAC, and let's do it. Okay, see it says administrator. So, what we are going to do, which I am just going to do this just to get back to a clean prompt, give me more room to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to type SC stop diag track. The service has not been started. Good. It has not been started because of the settings that we have already put into place. But if for some chance they get smart and they revert the setting and turn it on, this is the diagnosis track where it sends the diagnosis information if you have errors to them. If they bypass it and turn it on, then there's going to be a problem. So what we are going to do, we're going to do SC for service, delete diag track. So even if they try to revert it, it won't be there. There's one more. Back to the roots. Okay, there's one more here. There's going to be SC. Oops. Stop. Okay. DMW AP push service. Service has not been started. Again, that's because of what we have already done. And I can't remember exactly what this does, but it goes along with the same thing of them pushing your information to their servers. So, once again, so they can't bypass it and start it back up, we're going to delete the DMWAP push service. Delete service success. So there we go. This right here is the easiest and most thorough way that you can protect yourself from the privacy issues that Microsoft has implemented in Windows 10. Not saying that there's not going to be more that comes out in future updates, and if there is, I'll be sure to be right on it and make another video about it. But as of today, this is the most up-to-date and the easiest way to protect yourself from Microsoft. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I helped you out. If I did, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And make sure you subscribe if you hadn't. This is my first video, but I will be making more. I'm going to get the ball rolling. I'm going to be having some program reviews and some more tutorials and all kinds of stuff coming your way. So if you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And leave me a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see me do. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me down there. I'll do my best to try and answer your questions. And tell me if there's a program you would like to see me do or a certain tutorial you would like to see me do. And I'll do my best to try and get that video out to you guys. So I hope you all guys all have a great day and talk to you later.